especially to our beloved lecturer, Madam Haslinda Yusuf. We are from GCDCS 1433E. In this video, we will explain about an experiment from STA150, which is related to probability and statistics. So, let's get started. So now, I would like to introduce our team members. My name is Putri Noelisha binti Muhammad Azmi. We also have Suri Afrinati binti Muhammad Alifti, Nur Siti Fatima Azahra Kamal, and Putri Seri Faradagiha binti Syairi. First of all, in this experiment, we explore the basic idea of probability by using UNO card. We randomly selected UNO card, color red, green, blue and yellow, with replacement and recorded the result for 10 sets. This activity helps us see how often each color appears and let us compare the theoretical probability with the actual outcomes. So, next is our objective is to determine the probability of selecting red, green, blue and yellow card when card drawn randomly with replacement for 10 sets. Second, to compare the experimental probabilities with theoretical probabilities of each UNO card color. Third, to calculate the probabilities of selecting each UNO card color based on the observed data from 10 sets. And lastly, to calculate the probability distribution for the 4 UNO card colors in the random sampling experiment.
So, this is our overview about our experiments. The first one, we will prepare an UNO card with 4 colors, red, blue, green and yellow. So the next one, we will distribute the cards to the group members. Each person will get 10 cards. And each member will draw 1 card randomly together. And the result will be recorded. Next, we will place the card back with the other cards with replacement. And we will repeat the whole steps for 10 sets and count total frequency of each color after all 10 sets. And we will calculate the experimental probability for each color. This is our experiment result. The first trial, we get blue, green and yellow. The second trial, we get red and 2 yellow. The third trial, we got 1 red and 1 red 1 blue and 1 green. The fourth trial, we got 3 yellow. The fifth trial, we got red, blue, and green. The sixth trial, we got 2 green and 1 yellow. The seventh trial, we got 1 red and 2 green. The eighth trial, we got 2 blue and 1 yellow. The ninth trial, we got red, blue, and green. And the last trial, we got 2 blue and 1 green. So the table shows probability distribution of getting a red card, blue card, green card, and yellow card. So the first table, which is the probability of getting a red card for 0 times is 5 over 30. The 1 time we got 5 over 30, and the 2 times we got 0 over 30, and for the 3 times we got also 0 over 30. So the probability number of getting a blue card 0 times, 1 times, and 2 times, and also 3 times we got 4 over 30. Second one we got 4 over 30, and the third one we got 2 over 30, and also the last one we got 0 over 30 respectively. So the probability number of getting a green card for 0 times we got 3 over 30, and for the 1 time we got 5 over 30, and for the second time we got 2 over 30, and for the third times we got 0 over 30. And lastly, of number of getting a yellow card, the probability for the 0 times we got 5 over 30, and for the 1 time we got 3 over 30, and for the 2 times we got 1 over 30, and for the 3 times we got also 1 over 30.
So hi everyone, now I will explain about theoretical probability. What is theoretical probability? Theoretical probability is about calculating chance. It helps us predict how likely something is happen based on math and not experiment. So as it shown in the slide, we have 4 colors, which is red, blue, yellow, and green. So the probability for each of the color is 1 over 4 equal to 0.25. So the total for probability is 1. And now let's see how we calculate it. So we use the formula which is PE equal to number of favorable outcomes over total number of possible outcomes. Now the conclusion that we got from this calculation is each color has an equal chance of being picked. So the probability of each color is 1 over 4 or 0.25. It means there are 25 times chance for each color to be selected. So now I will explain about experimental probability. What is experimental probability? Experimental probability is calculated based on actual results that obtained from the experiments. So the formula that we use to calculate these experiments is PE equal to frequency multiplied to total outcomes. So we have red, yellow, blue, and green color. So now let me see for red first. So as you can see, red we got frequency for 5. Then after we calculated, we got experimental probability equal to 0.167. For yellow color, the frequency is 8. So the experimental probability is equal to 0.267. And for the blue, the frequency is 8. Also the same with yellow. So the experimental probability equal to 0.267. And for the green, the frequency is 9. So the experimental probability is equal to 0.3. So the total frequency is 30 because we have 30 cards. Also, experimental probability total is 1. Now, red appear 5 times. So the experimental probability is 5 over 30. And for the yellow appear 8 times. So the experimental probability is 8 over 30. For the blue appear 8 times. So the experimental probability is 8 over 30. And green appear 9 times. So the experimental probability is 9 over 30. So In this experiment, a total of 30 Uno cards were selected. The frequency of each colour was recorded. The frequency of each colour have the experimental probability, and the experimental probability for each colour was calculated by dividing the frequency by 30. So, the sum of all experimental probabilities is equal to 1, which is confirms that the calculations are correct.
So today I will present about comparison. Comparison means looking at two values to see how similar or different they are. In probability, it helps us understand how close the experimental results are to what expected. From table, we see that the theoretical probability we have the same value is 1/4 or 0.25. For experimental probability, we have blue and green, we have the same value is 0.267. For red, we have the 0.167, and for yellow, we have 0.3. Forget that comparison, we have formula, comparison percentage. We use experimental probability minus theoretical probability over theoretical probability multiply 100. So we get the answer. In conclusion, the result from the experiment didn't match what we expected. Red, we get negative 33.3%, shows up less than it should have. Yellow, 20%, shows up way more. And for blue and green, we have 6.8%, or a little more than expected. This makes yellow is the closer to theoretical probability, which shows only a 5% difference.
In conclusion, this experiment demonstrates the concept of probability through the random selection of color cards. Each color has an equal chance of being selected when the cards are chosen randomly. The results show a relationship between experimental probability and theoretical probability. As the number of trials increase, the experimental results become close to the theoretical probabilities. Overall, this experiment helps us more understanding the basics of probability. That's all from us. Thank you.